excellent job. But I want to shed light on someone that's not doing an excellent job, and that is, unfortunately, the President of the United States, Joe Biden. You know what I mean? We get mad interference, mad, you know what I mean, conspiracies going around, mad confusion going around. Let's see what these UFOs got going on, because it's more than just the one that I flew over for my girl's birthday. And that was just me being ignorant. Cause I was like, yeah, baby, I done flew over a balloon for your birthday. But apparently it's just more and more of these balloons coming, and it's just very much like they're using that term UFO a little bit too loosely. Cause we the United States, how the fuck we not know what the fuck this balloon is? This is a balloon. This ain't no spaceship. It's a balloon. It's a fucking balloon. Let's look at this one right here. Wake up, Charlotte.
Folks, it has happened again. The U.S. military is shooting down another high-flying object. This time it happened Sunday over Lake Huron. It's a Great Lake between Canada and Michigan. Wake up, Charlotte's Bree Jackson now in Washington with what the Pentagon has said so far.
Ben, the Pentagon is declining to describe these recent objects as balloons, but this is the fourth takedown in just 8 days, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill say they're being left in the dark about the situation. The U.S. military shooting down a fourth unidentified high-altitude object Sunday, this time over Lake Huron.
What's gone on the last, 2 weeks or so, 10 days, has been nothing short of craziness. And the military needs to have a plan to not only determine what's out there, but determine the dangers that go with it.
President Biden ordering the takedown after military officials raised concerns about the object's path and altitude, saying it was a safety flight hazard and a threat due to its potential surveillance capabilities. This marks the third object blasted out of the sky in just 3 days. Boom! And comes a week after a Chinese surveillance balloon had Americans' eyes glued to the sky.
They do appear somewhat trigger happy, although this is certainly preferable to the permissive environment that they showed when.
Damn, she just triggered something in me when she said had Americans' eyes glued to the sky. You remember that movie? What was it called? Don't Look Up. What was that about? It was like not looking up, and it's like, what the fuck is going on right now? We got spy balloons going over just like it's nothing. And America, the strongest army in the fucking world, is not doing anything to prevent it from happening. They're stopping it, but we need to prevent it from happening. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be anywhere close to us. It should be very much far away from us.
The Chinese spy balloon was coming over some of our most sensitive sites.
Military leaders say the Pentagon has been more closely scrutinizing U.S. airspace. Officials are still collecting data to determine what the recent objects are as bipartisan calls for transparency grow.
Why it's taking so long for number one, for me personally.
And then let me, shut up, Karen. But we're going to see right now. This is the one that I sent over on my girl's birthday, February 4th. Shout out to Bay. February 4th, shot down. And then it doesn't say the dates of everything else, but February was, so I'm going to say this was Saturday. This is this Friday. And this is this past Saturday. Okay. Regardless, we got one in Alaska, another one in Alaska, I guess. This is still Alaska, and then we got another one in Montana. Shit is crazy, dog.
To identify these objects too. Why is it taking so long for them to be shot down?
In the absence of information, people's anxiety leads them into potentially destructive areas. So I do hope that very soon the administration has a lot more information for all of us on what's going on.
Lawmakers are pushing for a briefing on the unidentified flying objects. The Pentagon continues to search for debris and answers about their nature and purpose. And defense officials say there was...
Let's look at this one. Now, this is the Chinese balloon. So this is their recovery effort from the Navy. So let's see what exactly it looked like, how big it was, if they can tell if they was carrying anything. Let's see what they got from the Chinese balloon. Crickets. You know what I mean? For them to be able to pick up the remains of that balloon on a boat, don't mean that balloon could have been that big. Because that shit looked like the moon, but this is not that big. Or it could be big. I don't know. Let's speed it up. And then I saw I heard that they had like a picture of it that said "Made in China" on the side of it. But that could be, you know what I mean, propaganda from America.
Developing this morning. Folks, it has happened again. U.S. military shooting down.
Let's see. Anything else on the balloons? Let's see. We got my boy Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan gonna break it down for us real quick. And then I gotta do Joe Rogan up in like a 1.2 because I ain't trying to get the copyright from Joe. You know what I mean? I fucks with you, Joe.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I was gonna ask Eddie. I was gonna do it at dinner. I want to wait for this. What's up with those Chinese balloons, bro? Why are they there?
Those are Mexican satellites.
Oh, dude, hold on.
What do you mean? Why?
What?
They're on balloons.
Why wouldn't they be Chinese?
Eddie doesn't believe in satellites.
Why are you saying
They're not satellites. They're just on balloons. They've always have been, and they still
Satellites are on balloons. Look at the time, kids. 12:15. Did they just shoot more down? Yeah, the shot went down in Canada, and there's like 2 that they've shot down like recently. We can't have that shit. They don't know. They don't know what they are. They're some sort of a surveillance device. Like it could be an unmanned drone.
I talked to Dan Crenshaw.
We have TikTok though.
Dan Crenshaw's on the intelligence committee. He couldn't say much, but Dan Crenshaw said, like, the truth is probably a lot less sexy than people think.
Right. People want it to be a UFO.
Yeah.
They want
also,
it's definitely not that.
Also,
but I want it to be that.
That'd be great.
Alien war with
you think
like
aliens
dumb
are coming
aliens.
in a balloon?
What if they're dumb aliens? They like fight face first.
They think they
overestimate us.
They think the Biden administration, the CIA knew about it. Like NSA knew about it, and then when the guy caught it on his long range lens,
they said, "Oh shit, we got."
Then they were like, "We have to do something."
Did you hear that they said that there was Chinese spy balloons with Trump, but they didn't tell him?
Yes, Mattis said that.
You know how hilarious that is?
They know he'd shoot that shit
Just
down.
imagine if you hold information from the fucking president because you're worried he's going to say or do something savage.
They did that all the time, apparently.
So
a lot of people said that. They were afraid.
Is that even legal?
Well, that compromises us.
But is
as a
that
nation.
even legal? Like, what are the laws in terms of like what you're supposed to tell the president of the United States? I mean, he is the leader.
If it's not a national security emergency, apparently.
Does he need to know?
Can't know everything.
You should probably know that.
Yeah.
Chinese spy balloons are
You
flying
can't
over
have
the
it
fucking
regardless.
country.
Yeah,
Not
not for 1 second do I think that's a Chinese spy balloon. Not if MSM is saying that. Right. If CNN is like, "Oh, Chinese," it's something else.
Fair point.
You guys,
do you think they put it up there to make Biden look good?
I don't know what it is.
Maybe they put it up there so that they can say, "Oh, China's fucking with us," and then we can do things to China.
You think China's going to launch a fucking balloon across the Pacific Ocean?
I don't think China might, but maybe Huawei does. Maybe Huawei's still mad.
And yeah, out of everything that I just heard, Joe Rogan gives a good insight on how white people do things. You know what I mean? They antagonize situations and then they position it to where they can easily become the victim. If you are a strong conspiracy theorist, you might say that this is what happened on 9/11. This is what happened. What's another one? Regardless, white people, you know what I mean?
Them crackers. Hey!
Are good at playing the victim, and then it's time to go to war. What do you think the war in Iraq was about? Nigga, it was like, all right, we said Middle Eastern people, it's up for the niggas that even look like y'all. But the whole time, we the one did this shit. Let's finish what Joe Rogan got to say. Hopefully, Joe, you know what I mean? You get your credit. You don't got a copyright strike me.
We pulled their phones. Like, fuck you.
I will say this: if you want to see, if you want to see something fucking fascinating, there's a show on I think it's Amazon. You can get it. It's called The Bureau, and it's in French, right? But it's about how the French intelligence agency actually works. And I watched that fucking episode. Yes, but I'm telling you, I watched it and I went to watch how like ingenious. But I know. But to watch how ingenious.
What's it on Hulu?
I think it's on Amazon. But to watch how ingenious the intelligence agencies.
Man,
them crackers. Hey!
is wasting my time, nigga. Let's go. I think that's enough on that. And then, like, if you haven't been seeing, I've been trying to get this lighter lit, and it ain't working. We about 30 minutes in. We are halfway through. Clap it up for that.